I just bought a 1.6 Miata for my 2024 drift season build. Well, actually, I'm trading my RM85 for this Miata. Also, drop a like and follow me if you want to see this build. I'm doing this in the middle of a snowstorm to get you guys this content. This is gonna be a sick drift season. Visibility's getting a little questionable. It's not too bad at this moment, but I'm definitely doing 25 miles an hour less than the speed limit. Getting her done. Thanks, big hoss. The Miata is in Boston, so I'm heading south as we speak, and I think the snow might be over because now it's just raining. Oh, what the I've never seen that before. This is the setup. Pretty convenient, to be honest. Little bit taxed, but I get it. I think to Boston, or I picked it up in Bangor. We're going to Boston, and I'm going back to Bangor to drop it off. Was 450 bucks. And if I go over the mileage a little bit, it might be like 500 after all is said and done. But yeah, this is the wrap job I did on the RM, just so that it wouldn't get all disgusting with road salt. But yeah, trading the RM for a running, driving Miata. Before we let the RM go for good, I'll just cut in the best clip I have of the RM. So yeah, it was a fun bike, but I don't really ride it enough to justify keeping it because it is kind of like an expensive toy. So yeah, trading it for a Miata drift rig. All right, we're here. I'm looking at the Miata. I'm not gonna film this guy's house or nothing. I might not even film the load up, but you'll see the car. You'll see the car in a minute. I don't wanna be hella awkward like that. All right, so here is the Miata. That little clip I put in there, yes, that was the actual guy that wanted to trade me. This dude comes out the house with Gucci flip-flops on. He's a Vietnamese guy, like just moved here kind of deal. Ultimate savage, dude. Like he's literally about to be like 12 o'clock boys. Like he hops on this bike and is literally Ronnie Mac. I am like, oh my God, dude. Like the way that he talked and looked, like did not sound, I don't know how to word it. You know what I mean? Like the stereotypical, like, without sounding racist. I'm Asian, so I could say this stuff, but he definitely sounded like Buck Lau, if you get what I'm trying to say. I don't even know if I could actually say that on YouTube anymore, but that dude was an ultimate savage. He was probably like 5'5" little Vietnamese dude. And yeah, he's a savage, so shout out that guy. But yeah, here is the Miata that I traded my RM for. Yeah, let's just look at what's going on here. This is why he took the trade. So yeah, as you could see, it's crunched. This side I think is good, yeah. This side is perfectly straight, soft top's missing the window. But what I'm thinking here is I don't even know if I'm gonna attempt to pull any of that. I think I might just, you know what I mean, cut this out like an FD car. I might just cut that out and then do a rivet on overfender, but all the wiring is still good, all the lights work, the trunk is straight, so I don't have to source a new trunk. But one thing that is kind of sus, to be honest, other than the rotted exhaust, check that out. The diff housing is cracked or snapped in half, so that's gonna be fun to replace. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. But yeah, this is the build, boys. This is the build. 2024 drift season, back in a Miata. Like, I'm not super stoked to be back in a Miata, because obviously in a perfect world it would be an S chassis, but I'm excited to give it a try because this is my third Miata now. Well, technically fourth, because me, AJ, Kyle, Damien, we all threw down, we bought that white Miata, but this is my third attempt at my sole ownership of a Miata. And now after all these years, I want to see if I can put what I've learned drifting to the test. Can I drive a stock 1.6 Miata and have fun for a whole drift season? I think I can. Most of you guys are going to want to know what the rough plans are. I'm thinking just coilovers, whatever roll bar is legal to drive at Lock City, welded diff, maybe body kit wheels, and if I really am feeling the need to do it, I think maybe we could do a low PSI turbo build with a MegaSquirt ECU, because this is a 1.6. Let's pop the hood. The engine bay is pretty clean. Actually, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to reach, but... Oh, yep. Oy. Okay. So, I have all the receipts. I'll show you the receipts in a second, but this car has a new clutch in it, new brakes all the way around. Like, it's actually kind of been combed through. So it's a pretty good car to start with. But yeah, the MegaSquirt MS3 lets you delete that. So you can delete this, you could delete this ugly intake pipe. So that's kind of why I want to do a MegaSquirt setup. But we'll see, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Definitely getting ahead of myself here, but yeah. I'll show you the receipts in a second. It has a new clutch, new brakes. I don't even know. We'll read the list in a second, but yeah, it's really not that bad, dude. I traded the RM for this. So this is sick. This is such a good deal. I might have possibly gotten one of the last good deals on a decent car here, but obviously it's not super ultra clean. Like, the rockers look pretty good, but you know, we're out here in Massachusetts. So there's some, you know, crustiness there, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the perfect example, but it's crunched. So I'm gonna, like I said, we're gonna get sketchy. We're gonna get sketchy with this thing. So here is the receipt for all the work done. Sorry about the folder, like his info is up here, his address and stuff. I don't want to put him on blast like that. But anyway, as you can see, look, clutch repair, remove transmission, replace clutch and flywheel, and replace transmission back, bled the slave cylinder. But then on this side, here's all the parts that they threw at it. You could see brake lines, coil springs, shocks in the front, calipers, flywheel, clutch, valve cover gasket, brake fluid. They did an oil change, whatever. But yeah, so like I said, this thing's kind of been gone through. Like, this should be, with a welded diff and cut knuckles, it really should be a turnkey drift car. And it has a clean title because he didn't report the accident to the insurance company. So it still has a clean title. Is this like new winter weather not freaking anyone else out? How am I gonna go from literally like a blizzard to then a hurricane to then crystal clear blue skies?
Flood warning affected area ahead.
Okay, thanks Apple. So, you know what I mean? Like, what is going on? What is this? All right, almost back to town, maybe like another hour and a half or something. So I gotta unload the car at my house, then bring the U-Haul back to U-Haul, and yeah, we can wrap this video up. The gas station by the U-Haul has no power. That whole corner of town has no power, so I had to drive like out of my way to fill this thing back up for the return. Jeez. What a thirsty, oh my God. Now, I bet this is normal for some people, but I'm so used to the RAV hybrid. Like, oh, there we go, $68. So it's usually popping. Like, this hotel is like, has like a grand entrance. You could see, that's supposed to be lit up and you could see that from a mile away. And we got no traffic lights here. This is mad sketchy. Look at this guy, is he gonna stop? I don't know what's going on over here. Well, I got this thing back on time, so I don't want to hear nothing, dude, if they're gonna try to charge me an extra day for this just because they have no power. They said bring it back by 7 o'clock to not get charged the extra day. And take a look. 6:52, my boy. 8 minutes to spare in the carport. Throw it in park. Pretty good adventure today, boys. Definitely a good time.